Now, in other news, a professor of animal genetics at the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Professor Christian Obiora Ikeobi, has advocated an up-to-date livestock census in Nigeria as part of measures aimed at ending the incessant clashes between farmers and herders in parts of the country. Professor Ikeobi gave the recommendations, amongst others, at the 62nd inaugural lecture of the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. A correspondent, John Felix, reports.
The farmers-herders clash in parts of the country remains unabated. This inaugural lecture, with the topic, Why We Look at Things Not Seen, Animal Genes and Their Winking Eyes, seeks to give insight on areas policymakers can focus on as part of ways to address the crisis. The inaugural lecturer, Professor Ikeobi, stressed the need for government at all levels to immediately find a lasting solution to the clashes that is already threatening the foundation of the Nigerian state. He says the outdated data on animal populations in Nigeria can no longer be relied upon. The Vice Chancellor of Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Professor Felix Salako, says Nigerians must begin to find alternative sources of meat and concentrate on them. A move, he says, will help address the farmers-herders crisis.
Well, there's the need for livestock census. There's the need for livestock census. The data we have now is 30 years old and it's not current. So there's the need to have up-to-date data on livestock populations. And then there is the need to address the incessant livestock herders and crop farmers clashes that are going on in different parts of the country. Lives are being lost.
I think the other thing is that we should look for alternative sources of meat too and concentrate on them. Poultry is one. We have different kinds of animals, not necessarily cattle. Why can't we keep them? Poultry, small ruminants and the rest of them. And of course, fishery. That will also reduce tension, I believe, when people are less reliant on one source of meat.
While commending the government for establishing a distinct Department of Animal Husbandry Services at the federal level to coordinate the formulation and implementation of policies geared towards the development of the animal agriculture subsector in Nigeria. The professor recommends that the Center for the Conservation of Indigenous Animal Genetic Resources be established in order to conserve the indigenous animal genetic resources in Nigeria.
There is the need for conservation of the rare traits that we see in our livestock species. Some of these rare traits, their frequencies are getting diminished every second of the day. So we need to conserve them and then multiply them. Then there is the need for increased funding of research activities in universities and research institutes.
It is hoped that the mix of short and long-term measures will put to rest this perennial herders-farmers clash. From Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, John Felix reporting for Galaxy Television News.